So Arsenal are Premier League champions. So I thought in today's video I'd go through 10 reasons why Arsenal have won the Premier League. But first of all, I've got to give my congratulations to Arsenal. They have been the best side in the Premier League this season, and a lot of people did doubt their ability to go on and win this, and I certainly did, but I'm going to give massive credit to them now. And I doubted the players and Arteta's ability to get it over the line, but they've found a way to do it this season, and he's proven everyone completely wrong. And there were points where I thought Arsenal were going to throw it away, for example, after that Manchester City result, but they found a way to get through it and win the league. So massive congratulations to Arsenal. Now let's go for the 10 biggest reasons, and starting off with the Arsenal defence. It's the best defence in the league by some distance. They've only conceded 26 goals compared to the next best, which is City, who conceded 33 goals. It's an unbelievable record, really. And what's great about Arsenal is the depth that they have in the defensive positions. You look at the left-back cover they've had this year: Hincapié, Calafiori and Lewis Skelly. And Gabriel, Saliba and Raya are the best players in each position this season in the league, and they've all been crucial. But I think the person out of that Arsenal defence, including the keeper, that deserves the most credit is David Raya, because he's been the standout goalkeeper this season, and without him, I think there's no chance Arsenal win this Premier League. He's made so many crucial saves, the most clean sheets for an Arsenal keeper ever, and he's been crucial for the 19 clean sheets that Arsenal have had this season. Now let's discuss the next point, and it is related to the defence once again. It's the set-piece threat. Most goals are from corners ever in the Premier League, and Arsenal just didn't have to rely on open play goals, only averaging just over one a game this season compared to City, who averaged over 1.5 goals a game. That means that City have scored 22 more open play goals than Arsenal this season. But it doesn't matter because Arsenal is such a threat from set pieces. Then we're moving on to the next point, and it is Declan Rice. He's just been brilliant all season for Arsenal. And when he's not on the side, they're just a completely different side. And I think we saw this when Rice played at right back against West Ham. They missed him so much in midfield, and so much so that they had to move him back to midfield and bring off Zubimendi after bringing him on earlier. And you can just see the stats and the number of minutes to show how good Rice has been for Arsenal this season. As well as this, he's got a brilliant delivery from set pieces. Then we're on to the next point, and it's the gap they created between Arsenal and City before April. This was the table before April, and as you can see, Arsenal had a 9-point gap over Manchester City. This gap was crucial, as it meant despite Arsenal struggling for a period in April, it didn't matter, and they still managed to get the title over the line. Without this gap, City would have most likely won the title, so that just proves how crucial it was for Arsenal picking up earlier points in this season. Then I'm on to the next point, and it's Arsenal's record against bottom half sides. Arsenal have only dropped 4 points all season against sides in the bottom half, and they're 7 points clear of City on this table, and they've played one less game. That's a ridiculous record. If Arsenal went against Crystal Palace, they would have picked up 10 more points compared to City against sides in the bottom half of the Premier League this season. This record's been so important for them. And that's where they've created the gap over Manchester City. Against the top half sides, City have actually been better, but the difference between the two sides has been Arsenal's ability against the bottom half sides. And this is something that's actually a massive improvement from last season. Last season, Arsenal had problems at points in terms of breaking down low blocks, being able to get at those sides where they sort of sit in. This year, Arsenal have worked out a way to do this, and a crucial factor, once again, has been set pieces. So massive credit to Arteta and Arsenal for this, and of course the players. Then I'm on to the next point, and I don't want to take away from Arsenal winning the Premier League, and I'm not trying to do at this point, but the quality of the other sides in the Premier League this season, I think, has played its part for why Arsenal have gone on to win this. And it's proven by the fact that Man City just aren't the side that they once were, and now we are seeing the end of this era with Pep Guardiola leaving. Liverpool have had a shocking season, but this isn't Arsenal's fault. This is the other side's fault for underperforming, and this shouldn't take away from their Premier League title. Last season when Liverpool won it, I was saying the exact same thing. It's not Liverpool's fault, the fact that other sides haven't challenged them to the Premier League. And look, the points tally is low compared to other sides that have won the Premier League recently, but it's still going to be now higher than Leicester and potentially Liverpool. In fairness to Liverpool, they were on the beach. So overall, this is a factor for why Arsenal have gone on to win the Premier League, but it doesn't take away from actually winning it. Then on to the next point, and it's the fact that Arsenal have been the best side home and away this season. They've got the best record at home and the best record away from home. And I think this comes down to Arteta just building an incredible defence. And this brings me on to the next point, where Arsenal have been able to win tight games this season in the league. If you look at Arsenal, they've won 8 games at 1-0. The Burnley game is not included on this graphic. And this once again comes down to that incredible defence that Arsenal have. This is what City have been unable to do, is win those sort of tight games. Arsenal have been experts at doing that this season, and that is why they've gone on to win the league. Then I'm on to the next point, and it's the impact of the bench and the contributions from everywhere. If you look at this, Arsenal actually haven't had a standout attacker this season. I mean, the most goal contributions was Gyökeres with 15, which is still very low for a title-winning side. But what's been incredible is the ability to find them from everywhere. And I think set pieces has been a major reason why once again, but it's also contributions from everywhere. Look at Zubimendi. Zubimendi coming up with some crucial goals and assists for Arsenal this season. But it's also Arsenal's impact off the bench. This table here shows the most goals and assists from the bench, and as you can see, Arsenal have registered the most goals and assists, 4 more than Brighton, who are in second. And this comes down to Arsenal having good options off the bench, but also Arsenal are very good at holding on to leads, which is going to be credited to the bench as well. They've only dropped 7 points from winning positions. This has been crucial for Arsenal this season. You compare that to Manchester City, and they've dropped 17 points from winning positions. So that's been a huge reason for why Arsenal have gone on to win the Premier League. And finally, it has to be Mikel Arteta. He's been a huge reason. He deserves the most credit for building this side. He's completely changed Arsenal, and without him, Arsenal would have never won this Premier League. Arsenal before Arteta, they were a mess defensively. They weren't good enough, and he's completely turned them around into the easily the best Premier League defence that we've seen this season. And honestly, for the last couple of years, Arsenal have been one of the most consistent sides in the Premier League, and finally they've managed to get it over the line with a title. So huge credit to Arteta. I did doubt him at points, but he has finally proven me wrong. So that is the end of this video. Please let me know your thoughts on it. What would be your 10 biggest reasons why Arsenal have won the Premier League? And if you enjoy this video, it'd be great if you subscribe to the channel as well as liking the video.